Welcome to Lost in Space.
Hello, my name is Jack.
And my name is Roxy.
And today's episode of Lost in Space, we're going to be talking about body image and body dysmorphia.
So, body dysmorphia, for those of you who don't know, but it's basically a very serious issue where an individual may have a negative view about their body and how they look, which can ultimately affect a lot of factors with a person's life.
Have you ever been affected by body dysmorphia?
Yes, I'm affected by body dysmorphia quite a lot, and it can alter a lot of things in my life.
Do you mind me asking, what causes you being affected with body dysmorphia?
A lot of the things that affect me is social media, the way a lot of women are presented with it. That especially gets to me due to the fact that my brain starts to think and portray me that I will never be like that.
How does it affect you in school, or does it not affect you in school?
In school, it can affect quite a lot, especially if for someone who's in a school that can't get enough support. It can be a massive issue, which can lead to a lot more issues such as anxiety, social anxiety, or even depression.
Do you get any support in school?
I get a fair amount of support, considering the fact that there have been arrangements for me and a few people who have the same issue. We are given special privileges and stuff like that.
What are your struggles with having body dysmorphia?
The struggles are, you can never stay on one thing for too long. My fashion sense has changed many a time because of the fact that I start to second guess myself whenever I'm wearing something.
What has your fashion sense been over the last, let's say, 4 years? How often has it varied?
So it's varied quite a bit. The start, for the first 2 years, it did not vary at all. I was either wearing entirely boys' clothes or trying out girls' clothes. That was it. And then around the third year, when I started to be more comfortable with who I am, started settling a bit more, I started experimenting a bit more, going into more alternative, goth, emo, and then shied away from that to go into a more tomboy fashion sense, which is the one I'm stuck with right now.
Has people's opinions affected your clothing sense?
Yes, 100% yes.
How was it?
A lot of people, when they speak about fashion, it can be quite judgmental, and it can affect a lot of things, especially as a teenager. It can really affect how you see the world. After all, opinions are what your entire world's based on.
You're transgender, right? Has body dysmorphia affected your names over the years, or have you just always been with Roxy?
Oh, yes, 100%. So, I can't remember the exact number, however, I've been through a lot of names. The first four starting out with more related names, then shying off to a more concentrated theme, and then ending up with Roxy.
What made you decide fully on Roxy?
So, one thing that, another issue that a lot of people will get with body dysmorphia is an identity crisis. Basically, a moment during your life where you'll sit there and essentially have a breakdown because you don't know who you are.
How long have you've been transgender for?
I've been transgender for about 4 years.
What made you really realise that you are not a male but you want to be a female?
Me realising that I weren't entirely comfortable with a male started around the age of 7. I'd always questioned what it would be like to be a woman. And then 4 years ago, a friend of mine told me about the idea of being transgender. And something essentially clicked in my brain, and that was maybe that's the answer to the problems you've been having.
I've never been affected by body dysmorphia, So thank you for telling me most things about it. Thanks for telling me about how body dysmorphia has affected you. I hope I've learned a lot, and I hope the audience has learned a lot too. Thank you for watching this episode of Lost in Space, and have a nice day.
And welcome to Lost in Space.